can we just take a second?
Yeah.
We're here on the field at the World Series, and I'm covered in champagne.
You smell delicious.
And we're talking to all these players that are clearly so emotional. I went in the clubhouse where the celebration's ongoing, like, just really cool. And sometimes you just got to take a moment, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you got to take a moment to appreciate it.
And we're also standing here. So we're looking at the camera right here, but right to the right of the camera in the dugout, we are watching every single Astros player walk down there with the World Series trophy and have their moment with the World Series trophy. So as I'm talking to you, out of the corner of my eye, we just saw Altuve, we saw Maldonado down there, just doing their celebration moment with the confetti and everything is just, again, like you said, you just got to take a moment and really, really appreciate it.
You see it happening right here behind us, and as we're speaking, Kyle Tucker is stepping up, and they're getting to hold the World Series trophy.
Yeah.
Confetti is going, and all these guys are rotating in. Like, these are moments, you can see it right here with Kyle Tucker now. These are moments that these guys are going to remember the rest of their lives, as this one is for us, and it's happening 10 feet away from us. I mean, just super, super cool.
Like literally, like throughout our entire show, we have seen every single player walk right by us with their family, sit down there, get their photo, and then the next one come in.
I think the confetti's about to go on them. I mean, come on, guys, set off the confetti cannon down there. There it is. There it is. So cool. And we see this here. We have so much to talk about, Alex, but I'm so happy for Dusty Baker as well.
We talked about the bullpen, and we got one more interview to toss to here because I got to talk to Ryan Presley. So let's check that one out right now.
The Astros are World Series champions. Describe this moment right now.
I mean, they won at Houston. Y'all got Houston. I mean, y'all keep giving it to us. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's an unbelievable experience right now.
Describe what it was like when you saw that ball leave the ballpark from Yordan Alvarez out there.
I mean, I didn't expect anything less.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm glad the roof was closed.
And what's it mean to do it in front of these fans?
It's the best feeling. I mean, these fans deserve everything. I mean, they come day in, day out, cheer for us, root for us. I mean, these are the greatest fans in baseball, and I couldn't be happier to be a part of this organization.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, he mentioned Yordan Alvarez's monster home run and just the emotion in this stadium. He said he knew it. That's what he does. What has Yordan Alvarez meant to this team?
Well, I don't think this team is here without Yordan, you know? Like, that series against the Mariners, that walk-off home run down the right field line, he had multiple huge home runs in that series. Yordan might not have had the World Series that we would have expected from him.
Yeah.
But this moment, everybody should have expected. Yordan rose to the biggest occasion. That was the ball game.
Yeah.
The Houston Astros won the World Series off the bat of Yordan Alvarez. He has 3 go-ahead home runs in the 6th inning or later this postseason, tied with 2002 Troy Gloss for the most in a single postseason. Only one player has more such home runs in a postseason career, a guy named Carlos Correa. By the way, the home run, I have never seen a ball hit over the batter's eye here in Houston.
Insane.
It said 450 was the estimated distance. I would say 550. It was mashed.
Oh, he cemented himself in Astros history. And when I was asking each of the players, you know, what it was like down here in the dugout or out in the bullpen, a couple of them said they blacked out. And they're like, it was just, it was pure joy. I think in that moment they knew they had this ball game.
I think a common thing to say is that the stadium was shaking.
Yeah.
It literally
yes, it was.
It was madness. The lights were going off. They did the light thing. Everyone in the stands was jumping and screaming. It was one of those moments that you remember, where were you when?
Yeah.
And if you were in the stadium or watching on TV, you know exactly where you were when. It was that special, and it is no surprise that it came from Yordan Alvarez. It was the second longest home run in the World Series, 450 feet.
We need the Who's Your Daddy shirt.
I often wear that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised that it didn't make it on this trip.
True.
That's okay.
I think it might be in my suitcase, but yeah.
Well, Yordan set the tone for the rest of the game, but let's go back to the guy who set the tone in the beginning of the game. Framber Valdez was so locked in. He was lights out tonight. Arguably could have also been the MVP.
I think exactly, Alex. There's an argument for him to have won MVP.
Yeah.
2 starts, 2 wins, dominant again here tonight, exactly as he was in Game 2. Framber Valdez doesn't get the love and respect that he deserves, I don't think, because he's not the quote-unquote ace of this staff. But Framber Valdez is a superstar. He rose to the biggest occasions. In past World Series, he didn't have the best go at it.
Yeah.
He said he learned from those and was going to take it into this World Series. And 2 starts, 2 wins, and a massive, massive reason we're standing here right now talking about the Astros being world champions.
Now, they have so many guys that could be the MVP.
Yeah.
But let's go to the MVP. A rookie. His very first season in the World Series, wins World Series MVP, Jeremy Pena.
I mean, what can you say about this guy? All year long, you've been saying, this guy has all the makings of a star. You can now say that Jeremy Pena is a superstar.
Oh, yeah.
And there is no doubt about that. He has announced himself in full force, and he showed up when it mattered most in every single game. And he's the only rookie with a hit in every game of the World Series. He had a hit in 6 of the 6 games, the only rookie in World Series history to do that. And we caught up with him multiple times throughout this World
Series. Oh, huge friend of the pod.
Just big friend of the pod. Came on an episode this year, an earlier episode. Every Astros win at the beginning of the series, he came on. And you're just continually impressed by the player and the person he is.
You got to ask yourself, are the Astros here right now in this moment without Jeremy Pena?
You know, I don't think so. Carlos Correa, 1, was a superstar on this team.
Yeah.
2, he steps in his position, and we didn't even talk about Carlos Correa this whole postseason. That's how good he is.
Yeah.
He stepped in, and you heard Jim Crane talk about it in his interview. He said, you just have to take calculated risks. And I have to believe one of those risks was not signing Carlos Correa to that long-term, big-money deal, knowing that you have a guy like Jeremy Pena that is capable of stepping in. The organization knew it. Everybody believed in him. And now the world gets to see on the biggest stage that this guy's a superstar.
It's so incredible to see. But speaking of believing, everybody was believing in Dusty Baker. And doing it for Dusty was the common theme here for all the players, the entire Astros organization. Dusty finally gets his first World Series win as a manager. He was the most winningest manager without one. He got it here tonight.
He got it. It was the last thing on the checklist.
Yeah.
You know, it was the last thing for him. He's already a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
He was a good player. He's a great manager. He's the only person in history with 1,800 hits and 1,800 wins as a manager. Dusty Baker's managerial debut was on April 6th, 1993 against the Cardinals. The St. Louis leadoff hitter, Geronimo Pena, was Jeremy's dad.